Hey there.
Hey there.
We are the Chicago Boys. I am, of course, White Carol Winslow.
And I am, of course, Bart Trembecki.
And today we are going to tell you the many reasons why Chicago is so much better than the pit of hell, New York City.
Number one would be, we got Polish sausages from the Maxwell Street Polish Center.
That is true. That is both a community center and restaurant.
And then we got the little place on 35th and Morgan called Johnny O's. It's a family-owned restaurant, not the most popular place, but it's got real good sausages.
We get the best palate. That's two reasons. That counts as two different reasons.
Well, then there's two reasons why Chicago's better for their Polishes than New York.
That's true. And number three, the elephant in the room. I believe the Sears Tower was built before the Twin Towers, and I think it's still around now after the Twin Towers, and it's been a long time. Sears Tower, still plane proof.
The two towers, gone.
The Sears Tower, still here.
The two towers, gone.
The Sears Tower, still big, black, imposing. A masculine tower. First of all, in the first place, New York needed two towers when Chicago only needed one. One tower. Number two, it was painted concrete gray. An ugly tower with nothing to it, just a straight line. Chicago got the Sears Tower big and black.
And made of steel.
And made of steel to the top. Still around, still plane proof, still terrorist proof. There will never be a terrorist that takes down the Sears Tower.
No fucking Swedes are gonna get to that tower.
We ain't gonna let no bomb-strapped Swedes get to our tower, I'll tell you that much right now.
No, it's just too macho for that.
Alright, that's about 5 more reasons. We're gonna give you reason number 8, 9, 10, 11 right now.
Maybe 12, maybe 13.
We're probably gonna get 14, 15 reasons right now.
About 16.
17 reasons.
18 maybe.
We'll get about 22 reasons.
Shoot.
Okay. Chicago sports teams have always been better than New York. That's why they've always thrown the games so that they can make New York look good, because they felt sorry for them.
Okay, well granted, unfortunately, New York's got two basketball teams, and Chicago's got two as well. But I'll tell you one thing, Chicago Cubs go way back further in history than the Mets do. I don't know about the Yankees, because I really don't give a fuck about New York. So,
the Yankees aren't even a baseball team. They're just a private little owned club for this one little guy forever. That's all they are.
Probably for the Swedes.
They are owned by the Swedes. I've heard that before. I am not sure that's true, but I'm willing to believe they are owned by the Swedes.
And second, and most importantly, being a Southsider, I think that the Sox are the best baseball team.
The Sox.
And the last World Series they won was like probably back in like 1950.
But that's only because they've been throwing the games to make the other teams look better now. They're that good that they can throw the games.
Exactly.
You see, we've been living in Chicago a long time, as we've said before. I am 37 years old.
And I'm 42. And we never left.
We've never left the city. We haven't had to leave the city. I saw other places on TV. I didn't like them. Didn't want to see them in person.
There are like too many Swedes.
Too many Swedes outside the great continent. If I cannot look on the horizon and see the Sears Tower,
then it ain't Chicago.
Then it ain't Chicago. And if it ain't Chicago,
there's no white people.
It's Sweden. Just like in Sweden, there's no white people.
That's the moon, though.
What color are the socks of the Chicago baseball team? Tell me.
They're black and white.
What are they called?
They're called the Chicago White Sox.
Right. All colors are white in Chicago. All people are white in Chicago. And if you're not from Chicago, you ain't white. It's simple.
Black's just a formality of white.
Black is just another kind of white. It's just not as white. But if you go to New York City, the pit of hell, who do you got there? You got Swedes. You got half Swede, half Italians, half Swede, half Polacks, half Swede, half blacks. Everyone's Swedish there.
Exactly.
And it ain't white.
No white about it. We don't like it. If it ain't white, it ain't right.
That's true, but everyone in Chicago is white. Everyone outside of Chicago, who gives a fuck, right? Okay, so another reason. I think we're on reason 32 now. Reason 32, we got the president of the United States of America, Mayor Daley.
has been the president in my book for the last 25 years.
That is true. As soon as he stepped down from the mayoral position, he was appointed the president in the eyes of those from Chicago, and he still stands in that position today. We also have his current fountainhead, we have his current standing head, his current talking head, Barack Obama, who is about half Chicago as well.
Well, because he has a fucking house in Hyde Park.
He's got a house in Hyde Park. He doesn't stand behind, at the back of the yards, but he's somewhere in the yards.
No, yeah. Oh, wait, one thing. Getting back to our Polish sausage. Completely authentically made in the back of my yard.
That's true. He actually makes them in the back of his yard.
Exactly. I got the little machine, puts the Polish sausage through it, rims it, makes it into a sausage.
That's true. My Uncle Ricky, he's been going down to the west side recently, and he's been getting a lot of scrap meats bidden off the streets from
Just
the
like
local
he done
guys.
with his mattresses.
Like he had done with his mattresses, right? And he had a little E. coli scare a couple there, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9, 10, 11 days ago. But we got taken care of, and then we took him back to the Polish sausage, and
I refurbished the sausages for him and his mattresses.
and he got a resale. He gets a good 55 cents a sausage, and that works out pretty well for him.
And I sell them to the people that call themselves.
He gets a little slow sometimes. It's okay. Go ahead, Bart.
I don't know. If they don't look like they're white to me, then they're Swedes.
That's
so
true.
I sell them to the Swedes that try to come to this great continent of Chicago.
That's why we don't mind trading them the E. coli laced Polish
That's
sausages.
my little conspiracy about how to get them out of here.
That's true. You get them a little tummy ache. Don't worry about it. County care is going to take care of it, but then they're going to want to move out.
Right.
Speaking of county care, that's reason number 47 why Chicago is better than New York. I once got offered a Blue Cross Blue Shield for free. Blue Cross Blue Shield for free. I said, no, I take county care. This is Chicago.
It's just not the same.
It's not the same unless you got the Chicago name on it.
County care. It covers you about 20%. That's the Chicago way. You get 20% coverage. So if you got a little bit of herpes or mouth crabs, it'll take care of that.
He's got 8 different times he's gotten them mouth crabs taken care of from the county care. Me, I got 4 different toe surgeries I had done.
They keep seeing me for the same thing. Seeing my friend Carl for the white Carl for the same thing.
We see you got the only Polish doctor in the world right now in Chicago, Mr. Jarosław Sarwinski, and we've been seeing him for our toe surgeries and our mouth crabs for a long time now, thanks to county care.
Sarwinski's the best. I recommend him to anybody except for the Swedes.
Yeah, Swedes, go to hell. Or to New York, it's the same thing.
Right.
In conclusion, we don't like New York City. We think it's a city infested with Swedes. We think it's a city with inferior towers, inferior meats,
And inferior baseball and football and hockey and
all other teams, as well as politicians, peoples, architectures, and anything else that you could possibly compare between Chicago and the pedophile known as New York City. Chicago in all ways will win.
As always, I'm Bart Trembecki.
And I am White Carl Winslow.
Peace.
Have a good night.